everyone, welcome back to the channel. So recently I've started a series called Escape 9 to 5. I really want to share my experience and some of my friends' experience when they quit their traditional job. But sometimes there's something that we all need to ask ourselves, whether it's the right time and what type of questions we should ask ourselves to make that decision. So today's video is about that. So how do you know it's the right time to quit, and what type of frameworks you should use when you decide to quit your job or when you decide to make that leap of faith? So today I'm going to explore this leap framework, 4 steps. It's value, vision, timing, and triumph with you. And let's get started. So every day I hear people dreaming about quitting their job. They want to have the life, whatever they want, however they want it, work in a way that they'll be happy and then they can make passive income. Everybody dreams that scenario, and that's why there's so many videos on YouTube about how to make passive income. I think it's actually less of a rosy picture than you will see on YouTube. Me personally, I'm still on this journey. I haven't figured out everything yet, and that's why I think it's a good time for me to share my journey. What type of questions that we should ask ourselves before we decide to leave? So the first part is the vision. What type of life you want for yourself? Is it some kind of stable life? You have take home a 6-figure salary and you have very stable insurance and health benefits, and you know that your family will be taken care of if something happened? Or you just want to explore, you wanted to go to the Antarctica, you want to go to the South Pole, as far as it can be anywhere in the world without any restrictions. Also, it has to do a lot with what matters, what type of value that you place in your life. Do you want to create impacts by using your own power and agency as much as possible, or you just wanted to be able to play into a bigger picture than contribute to somebody else's dream? That's also up to you. How does living your 9 to 5 contribute to your vision of life? The way and the decisions that we wanted to make for ourselves should contribute to the life that we want the most. Our actions must reflect what we truly believe in, otherwise the decisions might not be worth it. And the second part is about values. How does leaving your 9 to 5 work towards that vision? Is it human rights? Is it gender equality? Is it climate? Like, that's what really makes me excited. Or is it just create some bigger impact than yourself? All of those values, it matters tremendously, because once you quit your 9 to 5 or if you leave your job, you need to really set those stepping stones for you to believe in every single day. Otherwise, when something happens, it's very easy to be discouraged and feel like, did I make wrong decisions? That will really help you to ask this question: how will quitting actually help you live according to your values? Does it help you to live wherever you want? Whenever you feel like working, you keep working. It's just gonna live at home, or you're gonna spend days of doing nothing without getting closer to what you want in life. So that's very crucial questions I think we need to ask ourselves. And that leads to the third part of the framework, which is timing. Timing is very, very important depending on what stage of life you have right now. Do you have a family? Are you in your early 20s? Are you in your early 30s? Or can you afford to actually quit your job, leave your stable life just to explore what is possible for your life? I think actually what I experienced, I feel like there's no such job as like stable anymore. It's all about how you position yourself in today's very unstable environment, and to make it possible for your future self to live towards the life and towards the values that you want. But do ask yourself, is it the right time for you to quit? Do you have enough buffer in your bank account? Do you have enough buffer of social network and support system for you to at least try out a little bit? You can always go back to your 9 to 5, and you can always decide to leave when you're ready. Possibly you don't want to do is when you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of your friends either quit voluntarily or life have made the decision for them to leave their job to escape 9 to 5, and then you are like, I want to do the same. It's really important to make sure that your timing is right for you, and even if it's not a decision made by yourself, to make sure that you have the right schedule and the right amount of energy to make sure that you'll be able to do that and make it happen. And finally, it's triumph. It's a fear setting practice I always ask myself, and it's not created by me, it's Tim Ferriss. He has coined this fear setting practice. Basically, it's 3 steps. One is defining your fears and the worst outcomes, and then plan to prevent these fears and or lessen their likelihood. And finally, is strategize and how to recover if the worst comes to pass. But it's always very important to ask that question, what's the worst that can happen? Because when I look back to the past few months, now it's easier said than done. But thank God I have written down all of those in my journal. I remember writing it down in the first 60 days newsletter. I said, I really don't know what's gonna happen in the next few months. I don't even know whether I will have the visa to stay in the UK. I don't even know whether I will have a place to stay. I don't even know what type of day-to-day I will have. A few of those questions has been cleared, but when I look back to my writing at the time, I have that question down to the line to my questions. I have that. What's the worst that can actually happen to me? Once I have that question, and then immediately I have a few answers that I know that I will be fine. I should be fine eventually. Then it's the time that I told myself. There's a famous poem I really like. It says, what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? So that brings the question. One is what matters to you. Two is how escaping 9 to 5 can help that. And three is it the right time to do that? Four is what's the worst that can happen? Once you go through the LEAP framework and ask those 4 questions, and you can safely tell yourself this is the right decision for you at the moment with all the information that you need. Of course, make the decisions yourself. I'm not suggesting anything that you should do in your life because you know your life the best. And I truly hope and do believe that people who understand themselves better can make the best decisions for themselves. Life is an exponential curve. Those who can take the most risk can usually get the best reward. Sometimes it gets worse before it gets a lot better. But I believe that anyone who have the courage and the tenacity to make it happen will actually get it at the end. Let's inspire each other and keep on this journey together. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends and family, and stay tuned for all the amazing content that's coming. I'll see you next time.